Welcome back to another episode of Mom's Basement. This is the exciting week here. It's playoff week.
Playoff football.
This is the best time of year, the playoff teams, and I'm sorry, Ryan, your team's not going to play anymore.
I don't think your team's going to be playing that long either.
Oh, come on. You know that they had the longest stretch. They're the hottest team in football right now. And you know what? We controlled our own destiny, and we were the ones that came through for our own destiny. The Colts had their own destiny in their hands, and they dropped it on 4th and 2.
Well, nobody expected much from the Colts anyways, so.
Bull snot.
Thank you. All season long we've heard this, haven't we, Cody?
All season.
The Colts are the greatest. They're better than the Falcons, blah, blah, blah.
They are better than the Falcons.
No. If the Falcons had a better coach, you're wrong.
Right. See ya. Bye-bye, Artie.
Let's talk about playoffs.
Well, we got to recap some Week 18 games here. This was important. So, for the Bills to not even worry about the game, we had to have two things happen, right? We needed the Steelers to win, or we needed the Jaguars to lose. One of those two to happen, and we're in the playoffs, right?
Correct.
That game that night didn't matter. Saturday, the Steelers really blew it, thanks to the Ravens for not starting their starters. All right, but you know what? Steelers made the playoffs. All right, and the Steelers actually have beaten – they're 5-1 in their division. They've swept the Ravens.
And the Bengals.
And the Bengals.
What?
No, they didn't sweep the Bengals. They swept the Browns.
Browns, yeah.
Oh, mama.
They split with the Bengals.
Oh, mama.
That's crazy how that low-powered offense is good.
It's the power of the reindeer.
It's literally Mike Tomlin. 100% Mike Tomlin.
You're not giving Mason Rudolph any credit?
No. I will give Myles Garrett credit for picking up a Steelers helmet and not using it as a weapon this year. That was great.
That was awesome on his part.
Some notable games. Okay, so the Jaguars to lose to the Titans was shocking.
Yes, they.
I don't know what's happening to the Jaguars. They
Trevor Lawrence isn't the guy, is he?
I don't know. He's one of the 5 quarterbacks to finish the season as a starter to start to finish.
Well, Jacksonville did fire their entire defensive staff yesterday, so
I don't think they had trouble scoring. They've been having trouble scoring. I don't know if it's their defense that's the problem. They're just definitely not scoring. That's a huge
I think
issue.
That's what they're using the scapegoat as.
And maybe so, and maybe it'll wake up everybody. But yeah, Seahawks are the same way. They missed the playoffs this year
Because of that Green Bay Packer win.
They lost 3 of their last 4 games.
Yep.
That's insane.
Oh, yeah, just yep.
Yep,
Sure did. What else? The Broncos sitting Russ when they had a chance to make the playoffs. That's insane. They made that drama so much more than needs to be right now.
I think that was a money thing.
It could have been a money thing, but your team, your fan base, to make more money, get them to the playoffs, man.
That's more revenue going into the city of Denver if they get in the playoffs.
You know what? And if you're paying that money to Russell Wilson, you're going to need some playoffs chances. And they had it.
Don't they have the richest owner in the league?
Yeah, but
you think they need more money?
If
he owns Walmart.
If they don't need more money, I'm not saying that they do, but if they're going to sit Russell Wilson,
they do to pay Russ.
Yeah,
if he didn't sit.
Exactly. They're gonna if they need more money to pay Russ, and that's why they sat him. Then
how much money was he due this year? Like $35 million?
I'm not sure.
Like that?
His contract's absurd.
Yeah.
For the way he's performing, and I would be mad if I was the general manager and was like, yeah, I'd want to restructure your contract to what you're actually worth. We're definitely overpaying you.
I agree there. He's played ever since he left Seattle. He hasn't been the same person, which proves to me that he's probably just a system quarterback.
Yeah, and maybe he is. Pete Carroll did a great job in that system. I mean, he ran it with Geno Smith just as efficient as he did with Russell.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the Eagles too. The Eagles are struggling.
They're struggling hardcore right now. I don't know what's going on with them right now.
They're struggling so bad that they're not even favored to win their wild card game.
And there's a rumor going around.
They're not favored?
No.
Against the Bucks? They're not favored?
They're a 3-point favorite right now, but A.J. Brown.
So they're favored.
Well, A.J. Brown's still listed as active on here, and he's probably not going to play.
I seen on X, formerly known as Twitter, that Nick Sirianni is in danger of losing his job if they lose in the wild card round.
I mean, I could believe it, but I don't see. I don't know that. How can you blame the coach for that? The players just aren't. Jalen Hurts is not playing like his MVP caliber used to.
Well, Jalen Hurts is hurt, isn't he?
He's playing hurt. He's playing injured. But
A.J. Brown's injured. Devontae Smith's been banged up all year.
Let's not forget that they started the season like 9-1 or 10-1.
10-1. And now what are they? They're 11-6.
Woo-wee.
That hit the wrong time.
And we lost to the Arizona Cardinals in there too. So
I think twice. Didn't they lose to him twice this year?
No.
Okay.
They're not in the same division, Ben.
Oh, you're right. That was early in the season then, right?
Yeah, Arizona
No.
beat Dallas.
The
and
Cardinal
Philly.
game? That was like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But was
The
Kyle
Cardinals
Murray, was Kyle Murray the starting quarterback that day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
It was
They
like
beat
his
the
second week
Cowboys
back.
without Kyler Murray, though.
That's who it was. I know the Arizona Cardinals beat a really good team without Kyle Murray, and I couldn't remember who it was.
It was
I thought it was
Dallas.
the Eagles. Okay, it was Dallas. That makes sense. Blame the Cowboys. That's what we like to see. And, okay, last one is the Rams. Rams and 49ers. I know the 49ers didn't try very hard, but you know what? The Rams are still looking good.
The Rams arrested a bunch of their people, too. So
Yeah, because they locked in the 6th seed.
Yep.
And then came down to the Bills-Dolphins, 2 seed versus the 7 seed for the Buffalo Bills. Or it was the 2 seed or the 6 seed for the Dolphins. Neither team looked like they really wanted the division.
No. Like that first quarter, Josh Allen threw a terrible interception in the end zone.
2. He threw 2 in the first half in the end zone. But one of them was on 4th down. It was kind of like a kickoff, like a punt.
I don't know.
It's close enough to a punt.
I don't know if Gabe Davis was running the wrong route or what, but like Josh Allen threw it out. Gabe Davis went in, and
Josh Allen,
He did run the wrong route.
Is that what they confirmed? Because I do know Josh Allen throws the ball where he sees the receiver instead of leads the receiver. I know Gabe Davis wasn't even looking at the ball when Josh threw that ball.
right.
Their chemistry this year has been terrible.
Where's Stephon Diggs been? He hasn't done anything.
He
lately.
did play He had the most yards last night, or against the Dolphins.
What was it? He was averaging like 7 points a game fantasy wise for the last 6 weeks.
He wasn't averaging over 70 yards a game.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, that's a sign that we're probably going to move on and save some cap space and get some wide receivers that are really good right now in the draft. We don't know.
You guys have good receiver. You have good players.
We do.
Your whole squad.
We do, and we're definitely the scariest team in the playoffs. But somehow they're not using him right.
It's a big drop off though after Stephon Diggs. It's a big drop off.
Well, yeah. Now that we don't have Gabe Davis either, I mean, we're relying on our tight ends.
Who's your slot receiver?
Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also Shakir.
Shakir, yeah, that's right.
He's been really well. He's been stepping up big time for us, which is great. All right, let's move in. We got the playoff set. First round.
These are the Super Wild Card Weekend prediction.
We're here Saturday, so we're going to start with the Cleveland Browns, number 5, going to the Houston Texans. Congratulations to the Houston Texans. Nobody saw it coming.
They deserve that win. They outplayed the Colts.
Oh, they should have stomped the Colts. But anyway.
Agreed. Let's talk about the playoffs.
I didn't see them winning a game this year, so this is great. I'm so proud of the Houston Texans. I'm going to give them the win over the Browns.
Really?
Yes.
I got Cleveland winning this game.
Yes, Cleveland is, I think, the best team in the AFC right now, other than Baltimore. I think they're, solid all around.
If I'm the Baltimore Ravens, I'm praying that Houston wins this game. Because
I would say so. I would say so.
I would agree with you on that one. Now, here's a this is a cool scenario here. If the Browns win, they go
to Baltimore.
They'll probably go to Baltimore because we're assuming that Kansas City's going to win, right?
And we're assuming Buffalo's going to win.
Okay, that's easy.
Is that your guys' picks for both of those games?
Yeah, you can put both of those in there. So, the other thing that I could see actually happening is Miami actually winning.
I don't see Miami winning.
Miami and Kansas City are both playing terrible football right now. It's literally who's going to have the last turnover. Okay, Miami's terrible on the road.
And it's going to be like 10 degrees, like -5 with the wind chill. So,
which Kansas City's used to playing in, but Tyreek's also used to playing in. You still got your star wide receivers, or you still got your quarterback Tua that could throw the short pass to your boy, Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill's used to playing there. Like I keep saying, Tyreek's used to playing there. And if whoever's going to win that game is going to be Tyreek Hill.
Do you think Kansas City's going to win, though?
Kansas City hasn't scored a touchdown in a while.
Kansas City's got that defense low-key, just like the Browns.
Correct.
They have a fantastic defense. They do. Although it was weird to see Snead getting shook the heck out of by who did they just play? Was it
the Chargers?
Mm-hmm.
No, not the Chargers. Bengals, Jamar Chase and all that.
Okay.
He did okay. Jamar Chase called out the entire Kansas City DBs, and they held him. But it was also just weird. Snead, maybe it wasn't that game. All I know, Snead was getting shook. And I was like, that's not good.
I'm assuming Waddle will be back. I'm assuming Mostert will be back.
It scares the crap out of me.
Tyreek will come back. Tyreek will be healthy, ready to go.
Scares the crap out of me, as in, even though I kind of like the Dolphins more. But
I honestly I'm not going to be shocked with the upset, but betting against Kansas City at home is hard to do.
Yeah, I can't go against Mahomes in the playoffs right now. I know.
In the playoffs, in the regular season, it's easy to, but I don't think they even got their act together yet. So,
and the Dolphins' D is down. If the Chiefs players can actually catch the ball, if Pacheco's playing,
yep. Just think
that'll be fun or really bad to watch.
It'll be a great game or the worst game we've ever watched.
For real.
Yeah, right.
I mean, and then think about this though.
Houston, Cleveland should be really fun.
Let's say Miami does sneak in that win, then you have the Browns going to Buffalo.
And I don't think you like that situation.
I do not like that situation. I'd rather
the Browns will put them down.
I think it'll be a good game, but I don't think they'll put us down until the last play of the game. If it's going to come down to the last play.
Well, unfortunately, for you, I don't think that's going to happen. I think Kansas City's going to win. So you guys
I think
will
the easier path would be to take Kansas City.
I think you guys will have
for
Kansas
what, like
City
3-4 years in a row.
Okay, so the three years in a row we went to Kansas City and lost.
Oh, it was that way.
This year, Kansas
I'm
City's
just
going
saying
to go to
playing
Buffalo.
them, but yeah.
Yep.
Patrick Mahomes is going to play his first road game in the playoffs.
Yes, maybe
In Buffalo,
maybe
possibly.
if he can get past the Dolphins.
Which I think they will.
Well, they're not a high favorite either. They're only less than 4 right now. So, I mean, it's a one possession. It's not like they're going to blow them out, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, this is exactly how I see the playoffs going right now.
Do you think Pittsburgh has any shot?
Not with TJ Watt out. I think with TJ Watt, they had a chance, not saying that they were going to win, but I think they'd have a better chance, obviously have a better chance with him. But it just kind of seals the deal for the Bills with him out.
I think if Pittsburgh had a little bit better offense, they would have a better shot. But with the offense they're carrying in and with TJ Watt out, I don't think it's going to be that close.
Yeah, it's going to be where the Pittsburgh Steelers will turn the ball over. I think the Pittsburgh defense will do really good against the Buffalo defense or against the Buffalo offense.
Yeah.
But our defense is going to smoke the snot out of their offense. And are
they playing Von Miller or is he still a scratch?
As far as I know, he's a healthy scratch for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
And that's cap space, and that's
a whole different subject.
That's another Russell Wilson topic of being overpaid for what you're not doing.
So, do we agree that Buffalo, Kansas City, Cleveland? Or do you think Houston's going to beat Cleveland?
I think it's going to be a coin flip with the Dolphins and Chiefs, but I think this is what it stands is good enough. I think this is what we can obviously predict and be safe betting on.
Yeah.
But I would like to see Houston beat Cleveland.
Super Wild Card Weekend NFC prediction.
Moving to the NFC. Okay. We got the Cowboys versus Green Bay. I don't see Green Bay having a chance at Dallas.
Upset alert.
You think the Green Bay Packers? How in the world do you think the Packers are going to beat the Cowboys at
Because
home?
it's Dallas in the playoffs.
Dallas in the playoffs.
Okay, Dallas in the playoffs, sure. But Dallas at home. Dallas at home is...
No, the story has changed.
Dallas at home, man.
I predicted...
Dallas at home.
I predicted Green Bay to beat the Cowboys and Mike McCarthy to lose his job the next day.
Oh, I forgot about the whole Mike McCarthy drama.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of coaches that could lose their job. I don't know, man.
No, him playing Green Bay.
Yeah.
Not him losing his job. I don't think he's going to lose his job after this year. This was a great,
if he loses to
Green Bay, great year.
If he loses to Green Bay, he will lose his job.
Maybe.
He wins the division and still loses his job. Like that's hard to swallow. But there's no way. You got to put Dallas ahead of that. They're a 7.5 point favorite.
I like Green Bay.
I know you like it, but we got to put Dallas. There's no legitimate.
We're gonna leave it open until we do the next game.
Okay. Lions and Rams.
This is an interesting storyline as well.
I want the Lions, but the Rams are going to win this game.
I don't know.
No, Detroit's winning.
I don't know.
So
I could see Detroit fumbling it for sure.
I could see Goff throwing a couple interceptions.
I don't know. I think Puka and Cooper are gonna.
Again, yeah, the Rams are.
I think they're
healthy.
gonna.
They're not a true number 6. They're probably a true number 2.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Rams won this game, but I still think Detroit's going to win.
So you both think Detroit then?
No. I want Detroit to win, but I'm pretty sure the Rams are going to win this game.
I like Detroit.
We're up for some good games this weekend, boys.
So we'll show you what Ryan predicts, and we'll show you what I predict.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that at the end.
All right, so let's go ahead and put Ryan's on there. If Ryan was right about something this year.
He's got Green Bay, and he's got
Detroit.
Okay, and you probably have Tampa beating the Eagles.
I do.
Of course.
What in the world?
This is so weird. That's literally a clear path for San Francisco to go to the Super Bowl.
I mean, I would say so.
Well, the way their Eagles have been playing, I don't have any confidence in them.
It's filthy.
I mean,
in the bad way.
Yes, they're not very good right now, but it's Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay doesn't even. If you look
Tampa
at their
Bay at
division
home is different than Tampa Bay on the road.
Well, if you just look at Tampa Bay in general, they're not a playoff team. Period. They only are in the playoffs because their
division's terrible. Yeah.
So
they're better than your Falcons.
See, they're only one game better than my Falcons. Not much more better than my Falcons. Anybody you put in that division, they're not a playoff team. So
But the way the Eagles are playing right
way.
now, I still see Tampa Bay beating the Eagles.
I think the Eagles' third string could beat Tampa Bay.
Not even close.
Woo! Them's fighting words. Don't.
I'm gonna shave your head and take you to the NCAA with a note.
No, I was gonna say, Ben, don't go to Tampa anytime soon. Gee whiz.
No, I know. Well, we probably have 0 Tampa Bay fans listening to this, so that's better. All right, so now switch literally everything. I have the exact opposite.
You have the exact opposite?
Yes.
Boink, boink, boink.
Now let's look at the divisional. That's much more entertaining.
That's also definitely harder for San Fran.
Yeah, that doesn't give
Rams,
San Francisco,
Eagles, Cowboys.
Yeah, that doesn't give San Francisco any clear shot at that point. You literally put the 3 worst teams past all these guys. Like, okay, maybe you're right with one of them. Maybe the Rams lose to Detroit. Okay, cool. I'm not going to be upset with that. But man, come on. Green Bay to beat Dallas in
It's
Dallas.
Dallas in the playoffs. I don't care if it's at home or not.
This isn't considered a playoff game. Green Bay doesn't even deserve to be in the playoffs either.
No, they don't, huh?
No, that whole division doesn't deserve a second team in the division. Seattle would have been a harder competition for...
That division doesn't deserve anything in the playoffs,
You're right.
but the NFC South does.
But I'm telling you, Seattle would have been a better fit against Dallas. I would have seen an upset if Seattle was in Green Bay spot. I don't see Green Bay having enough talent to beat Dallas.
Their defense is really bad.
Whose defense? Green Bay's?
Green Bay's.
Yeah, but it's still Dallas in the playoffs. I will take my shot. If Dallas doesn't lose first week...
You're doing the playoff curse. That's like saying the Bills will never win a Super Bowl because of the playoff history.
Yeah, use logic,
Come on, Ryan!
If Dallas doesn't lose against Green Bay, they'll definitely lose in the division. They're not making it to the NFC Championship.
We're not there yet. I'll see you next week.
I'm not arguing about that. We're talking about the wild card. You have the Packers beating you literally have the 3 worst teams beating the
Lions are not one of the 3 worst teams.
Against the Rams. That's a coin toss. The 3-6 on both sides are a coin toss. But you had Tampa and Green Bay.
Exactly.
Maybe pick one. Only one upset's going to happen.
I have no faith in the Dallas Cowboys. None whatsoever.
That's so sick. They won.
He's made his bed. Let him lie in it. Just like I can't.
Is this going to be our bet?
Oh dear. Here it is.
Is this going to be our bet?
What's the bet?
I'm willing. You know what? I'll do Pizza Hut buffet for the rest of our lives on this bet. Like, I have no problem betting the Cowboys are going to beat the Packers.
Ben, on behalf of your fiance now, right? Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I might have to sock you in the throat to stop you from saying more words.
Look, it's pretty. We're going to win this. It doesn't matter. I'm going to win this bet. Just whatever you want to pay me.
What's the bet? What's the bet?
He's picking Green Bay over Dallas, and so we're going to have this bet.
Buddy, I don't. You're that confident?
I'm 100% confident that the Cowboys are going to beat Green Bay in Dallas.
Let's take the lifetime buffet off of the.
Yeah, let's lifetime.
Let's take that off.
No lifetime.
Okay.
Do something else.
We can do whatever you want.
I'm sure my wife would not be a fan of the lifetime.
I don't think she's going to be a fan of this episode, knowing that you're about to pick the Packers over the.
She knows
the Cowboys.
absolutely nothing about football, so she won't.
She will know
I'm
about
spending
the
money.
end of this episode.
Probably.
All right, what do you want to pay me?
What do I want to pay?
How about Salsa Grill? That's an easy bet. Salsa Grill.
Just for me and you. No
Just for me and
family.
you?
No
Okay.
family. Just
Salsa
me and
Grill.
you.
I'm getting a large queso then.
Salsa Grill is the bet.
All right, Green Bay versus Dallas. I'm writing it down.
Super Wild Card Weekend prediction.
Force also grew.
This
Until
is not
Dallas
a, this
proves
is not a sponsored
otherwise.
ad, but sponsored by.
Dallas hasn't played good against what teams with winning records all year.
Does the Packers actually have? Can you consider 9-8 a winning record?
It's above 500, is it not?
It is technically. You and your technicalities.
Is a cup a ball if it has a handle?
Oh, we're gonna start that now, huh?
It needs to be discussed, but not today.
Not today.
All right, this has been a prediction. AFC, I think we can pretty much agree on. NFC, I don't know where we've lost you, but thanks again, everybody, for listening. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. You know the rule. Thanks again for listening to another episode of Mom's Basement.
Bye bye.